except I moved. We're always attempting to get the best screenshot. No, what is it called? The video clip?
It's called a still, right?
No. I mean,
we're just trying to get a cover for that. For you know what.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For the video, so I don't have to scroll through it.
We're off today. And
Yeah,
weird.
sorry.
We're always off, but it's more off than normal.
We did bring a fan today, though, so it feels a lot nicer in here.
Except I turned it.
Even though, she didn't want to be Farrah Fawcett. So,
It
welcome
actually might help.
everybody. We're just wasting time to give people a minute. And this light keeps flipping. Sorry. But it matters. Yeah, so how's the week? Oh, hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. My mom's not here, so I guess I'll call you Mom.
Everybody's surviving the smoke. Oh, look, we got an alert. That we're live.
Oh, we're live.
Oh, they're right here.
We're classy.
We got your
Didn't
favorite.
even put them in a glass. Just lots of in the cake.
Yeah. Been up since 4, so you guys have to forgive me. And then I took a shower and didn't even. I was just running out the door. Everything
Hey,
is.
you took a shower.
Everything's just running today. So. Ooh, Christopher, you're gonna get in trouble.
Why? What did he do?
He's supposed to be in a conference.
Oh. Uh-oh.
He's probably got.
Are you in your container right now? No one can see you in the container. I have literally nothing in my mind right now. It is a blank
Well, I have a whole list of things for us to talk about, so we might as well just. Oh, thanks, Mom. Moms
does.
always think that.
They do.
You guys like my new necklace? It's my mask necklace.
It looks a little bit like undies on a string. If I'm gonna be frank.
It's money though. I feel like I'm always like, where am I putting this thing? Where did it go?
Oh, just like I couldn't find mine. It was in front of my face.
Yeah. And it's just hands free. Our ears are like hangers right now. We're like, if you have
Just one hanging off the side.
you have your mask on, if you have sunglasses or
And
glasses, earrings,
Ugh.
and then earbuds, it's like a full-on coat rack.
So inconvenient.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'm trying to make fun of the blankets for so inconvenient commercial again from a million years ago for the Snuggie.
She's stuck on that. So yeah, it's a big day today.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's 9/11.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Maybe that's why it just feels really off today.
Well, and it's weird because it's like all this smoke and fire and
Armageddon, basically.
yeah, and it feels a little ironic to me. Like, if we think about first responders and firefighters and everything on that day, and a lot of the long-term effects, such as cancer, that these people are suffering with, and we're all being told to stay at home and stay safe, and we have a fun. Well, that was what was recommended when everybody got that alert about buying box fans and strapping a filter to it. So we got the heavy duty smoke filters. So you really should have it in whatever room you're in, so it's sucking in and trapping.
Only
those
Brian
particles.
could be listening right now.
They were
He's
completely.
not.
Christopher went to, correct me if I'm wrong, Home Depot, and the guy was like, "What's going on? It's crazy in here." And
So are they,
all the
sold out
filters
now?
were gone.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give away a secret. Nobody knows that Target has. So that's your tip
Oh.
for today.
Cool.
Go on over to Target and get some and strap it to your fan.
And then you just put it in the one room you're in?
Yeah. So, well, you could get them throughout the house, but they're like, if you only have one box fan and a filter, just take it, let it start getting some of that, especially whatever room you're in, trapping it. So,
It's always fun when you look at your phone for the weather and it says air quality unhealthy. It's
Yeah.
just unhealthy. I was debating, should I take Daisy for a walk this morning? It probably isn't that bad. And then I opened the door and we were standing in a campfire, so I was like,
Yeah.
Maybe I should check my phone.
well, and then I woke up with stuffy and an excruciating headache, and
Yep.
I honestly, that's one of my biggest allergens is a campfire. That's why I wanted and got that solo stove, because it doesn't have as much smoke. Because it never fails. I will wake up the next day with like my eyes swollen, and even being from the South, where it's like high pollen, it never bothered me. But
So has
but
the
smoke,
box fan been helping you?
Yeah, I had it in the room where we were doing school today, and it seemed a lot better. Like you would walk into a different room, and you were like, oh, kind of like you could smell the outside in those rooms. So
if I
might as well try it, right?
If I go there, I will get you one.
Yeah.
Can't promise that I will.
Uh-huh.
Kind of lazy today.
It's okay.
I did take a shower. I used up all my doing things on taking a shower.
Oh, you have that allergy too, Mom? Yeah. And you have a wood burning, like your whole house is...
So she lives with it.
Yeah, because her whole house is heated by a wood burning stove.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And you have those fancy filters too, though. So maybe that's what helps. That's what I'm
taking away today. Filters from this lesson.
I'm just trying to give you, a tip here. Keep your lungs healthy.
It's outside.
I know, but you know how it still comes in through like all the like I can tell when it's burning there.
Well,
because you can kind of smell.
When I was looking up, I did Google. I'm this girl. Is it safe to walk your dog in a smoke haze? And the answer was decidedly no. But then it also said don't recommend working out in your house either, because I was about ready to go jump on the Peloton, and then that was all I really needed to say. I'm good. I'm good today. I'll just sit in my pajamas until I take a shower to come here.
Because it's coming in through your window. Like, I mean...
Well, our windows are all closed.
Yeah, but you still have air, like, circulating in your home from outside. You'd be dead, right?
Yes. Hey, Janet. So what about the filter on your air system? That helps, right?
I would imagine. But there are different filters. There's smoke... Like, there's the normal, and then there's, like, smoke filters, too. Which I didn't know that until, like, yesterday.
Or something.
Yeah. And then, so, I'm doubting that's what... And then my house, 1927, that filter...
Have you vacuumed
I have a filter,
hey,
and I change them out, but it's not... You know how older houses are. They're just a nightmare with the dust and, like, filter systems and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, ugh.
Yeah.
So, we have a word of the day for you. Kelsey, it's funny because when you were here, I was trying to think of the word and I couldn't think of it. We were talking about, so we're transitioning a little bit from 9/11 and the smoke, something kind of lighthearted. I saw something yesterday where people were basically calling people that won't wear a mask spreadnecks. And I was like, this is it. This is my new word. My window. Yeah. You're in that old building too.
Okay, you need the box fan and the filter.
I'll
try to make an effort, okay? See if I make it. Hi, Jess. How are you?
I've got to come down to Tacoma this evening anyway, so I can always.
Well, she is not
stop
as
by
lazy
Target.
as I am.
Oh, I bet. So everything's
Jessie!
delayed, of course. So yes, and I see you laughing at my. So everybody that just joined, the word of the day is spreadneck.
So not connected to anything we've been talking about. Hi.
People that do not wear a mask. That is what people are starting to call them.
Well, while Jess and Jessie are on the hook right now, I don't know what to call this, on live. It's a good time to note that they're going to be doing something fun, giveaway-ish, related to something in here. So we're excited about it.
So y'all might want to go jump over there.
And Jess is in New York, which is always hard for me to believe that a cute little lady in New York is drinking out of our Hey Darlin cup. I love it.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Those have gone all over.
Yeah,
really,
they've gone all over.
Yeah.
And it's the best way to start your day with someone telling you, hey, darling.
It's feel good, for sure. So, last night's workshop, we had our second monthly workshop, and we made the wood bead garland.
So cute. It turned out so cute.
It's a mouthful to say.
Yay, Jess. I'm so glad. Sorry.
Yeah, those are the best. I love like diner mugs.
I have squirrel brain right now. I've noticed.
We always do. I really enjoy
Well, and I'm trying to read
Yeah,
the
adult
comments
sippy cups.
and talk about something.
Yeah. So thanks for, I think the only person that's on here that was with us last night is Kelsey and her mom, if your mom's there. We had fun. We enjoyed it. And you guys did an awesome job. Even though, and then we found on the floor the,
The needle I was looking for?
no, the thing
Oh,
that
the
helps you
threaders!
thread the
Yeah.
eye of the needle. So
Don't tell Kelsey she's gonna be mad. There was a tool that you could use to thread the needle more easily.
but I didn't give
And
it.
Paige just put them in the trash. I go, do you need these for anything? She's like, no. And I was like, oh, that would have made Kelsey's life a lot better.
Did you do the grandma thing, where you just like lick the end of the thread and you,
It's COVID.
You put it through there.
I would have to say, I came home last night with my beaded garland. I know, right? I came home with my beaded garland, and Kate came out. She goes, did you have fun? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, what did you make? I go, well, you're probably not going to be that impressed, because she makes a whole bunch of things. And I showed her, she goes, oh, that looks a lot better than I was expecting.
Oh, she has like no faith in you. Well, we will say this. I last fall tried to teach Brianne and Jen, who's not on here today, how to crochet pumpkin.
And I learned it with a lot of wine. I did! I finished all 3 by myself at home.
She did. But she like crochets backwards or like does something
And do
weird.
my thing weird.
But her daughter can do it.
She can do it great. She's really good.
Yeah. So
I do everything backwards because
you
but
make
it
amazing
worked.
candles. So
Thanks. Thanks. Crochet.
and her handwriting is like 20 times better than mine. Yeah.
That's kind of funny that you said that actually, because I've been lately writing things and then like I write on a sticky note and then I just take the sticky note, throw it away, start again. Like, Brianne, go slow, write slow so people can read it because it's notes for other people. And then I had to sign something the other day and send it to, long story, somebody else, architect. And architects have amazing handwriting. Have you noticed? And they practice that block writing. Anyways, he emailed me back to say, thanks, got it, I'll submit it. And then he's like, and by the way, you have great handwriting. I was like, Max and I were just saying how illegible it is. And
Max
then
thinks that?
He did clarify. He said, well, I guess unique is better than legible to me. I was like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's
Handwriting
like
is really interesting when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like how everyone's is so different from each other.
Yeah. And then they have like all those, just like anything else, where it's like, if you write like this, this is your personality.
Well, what's your personality if you write like this? I want to know. It's not for me. I'm asking for a friend.
There's a lot of shorthand in
what do
there
you think
too,
that
so
personality is? It's
there's
backwards.
Like
They're seeing it
a
backwards.
lot of medical.
Don't worry, guys.
I still write with the medical abbreviations all the time, and I will make little notes, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh.
I know they do.
They.
I said architects write like that intentionally. I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful. But they have to practice that, right? I would assume. And learn. They
Well,
probably
it's
have
just
little
like
handwriting practice books like
it's
Max does.
Calligraphy. Because I remember doing that in art class. Yeah. She
Bubble
calls it
girl.
Bubble Girl. Yeah, it's just big.
It is big. Like 5 of my words can fit in one of her words.
It's true. But I don't make like hearts and circles or anything.
You could, and it would look just fine with that.
So I feel like we're saying that I have childlike.
No,
I'll take that though.
I
'cause
do
like to
think
keep a childlike mind.
it's so interesting. Handwriting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's making fun of you.
Yeah.
He can. He gets to.
Sure.
Okay. We did a great workshop. We have a great
fun.
one coming up next month too, which we're excited about. I'm excited because she's leading it and I just get to take it again and remind myself of all the good stuff that I learned last time that I need a refresher on.
Oh, Mom, you are not even supposed to be taking sides.
You have your mom on here, she's gonna take sides.
Yeah, so next month is the virtual storytelling workshop where we will talk all about tips and tricks on pretty much like iPhone photos. I mean, you could bring your DSLR along, but
That's
it's
a fancy
more-
camera for people like me who don't understand what DSLR is. It's fancy. It's a good camera. But Paige is going to help the rest of us who just have iPhones.
But you know that right underneath that title for virtual workshop is you don't need a good camera to take good photos.
That tape is not going to work.
Yeah, it just keeps falling off. That's okay. You want me to hold it? Yeah, I'll be like the announcer here. So, what were we doing? Oh,
Workshop for next month that we're excited
yes.
about. You should sign up. It will be great. You'll
But
learn a lot.
But before that, we have book club on the 24th.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you still have time if you want to join.
We have a few books left if you would like one.
So Braving the Wilderness. Brene Brown. There's some, I will say this wrong, so I will let you pronounce. It's hot cacao.
Mm-hmm. From Retreat Drinks.
I messed that one up.
Delicious.
Yeah.
It's so good, and it's good for you. I think we've had this conversation before, but every time I drink it, almost every time, I text her, and can you explain to me again how this is healthy for me? Because it just tastes so good, and every time she assures me that it actually is antioxidants and all kinds of things. Maybe it will make some of these ugly wrinkles go away.
Because it's collagen in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need to look at the.
I don't think there's collagen.
Well, anyways.
We can tell you.
It comes in the
more
bag
detail.
with the Harbor Woods
You'll
candle.
like it. You
it's
won't be upset.
all about fall, basically. And the book is really appropriate
very
for
timely
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we won't keep going on about that, but you have time.
But if you're
want
one
to
of the
join.
many who've already read it, because a lot of people have already read that book,
Mhm.
and they comment all the time to say how good it is, please join the book club discussion.
Yeah.
We just have fun and chat.
Just send us your email and we can send you like the Zoom invite and all of that.
I would say one thing I've been impressed with our book club about so far is that we actually do talk about the book. Because both of us have been to book clubs before where it's like no one wants to start talking about the book, and they just
It's a lot of drinking.
drink and gossip and stuff, which is always fun. But like, it is really fun to have a conversation about the book.
Well, and I think the first one set the tone. Because like when you really start reading about like how to host a book club or how to, a meeting or whatever, it's kind of all over the place. It's really
Do they say
whatever
get the author to come talk to you?
No, but
That's what we did. That's what we did.
It set the tone. And of course you're going to talk about the book with the author. So
it was a really good first one. And then our second one I was a little nervous for, and it was really good. A lot of good discussion.
It was. So let's see what's next on this big list of
I don't know. The writing is so
here.
small. Maybe you should bring it a little closer to your face so you can read it better.
We're gonna give you a hint about next week's bag, of course, and all we're gonna say is think about
Oktoberfest.
that's it.
You won't regret it.
Yeah. So
do you guys know Oktoberfest happens in September? Just an FYI.
It's like why?
I think so you can celebrate the coming of October.
Because I actually don't know the history about that at all.
I bet you we're gonna find out because Paige likes to do the research on things. She doesn't have enough work to do right now. Maybe you could assign it to Violet and quiz her on it and see what happens.
They asked me in the workshop last night, how did you learn how to do this? I was like, I have a YouTube problem. I will be like, oh, that's cool. I wonder how you do that. And we live in a world where you can just be like, oh, this is how you do it. Somebody's got a tutorial on it. And that's, that is how I taught myself photography. It is, I've taken workshops and some college courses, but that's not my background. And then it's also how I taught myself how to crochet. Like,
how did you teach yourself crochet watching someone on video?
I did.
You were advanced. She just is advanced. I taught myself candle making, not with a video.
How'd you do it?
It was
a workshop?
Reading. I read about it.
Well, yeah. Well, speaking of, it's funny because as we're all at home with our kids and like watching their like learning style, I'm starting to really learn what each of them need and some things where I would have never known. Like all this time they've been in school. I've got a fourth grader and there are some things that are becoming very apparent to me and I'm like, oh, okay, and so anyways, I just find that interesting because I am a person who is a visual learner. I can read something, but until I'm like watching and then like doing it myself, that's that's where it sinks in.
Mm-hmm.
I can memorize something, but it doesn't stick with me
Mm-hmm.
the way it does in like the visual aspect.
It's like when you're driving. If you drive somewhere, you can always get back there. But if you were just a passenger, you probably do not remember how to get there.
Sorry, I think this thing keeps like swinging around on you guys. So yes, next week's bag, Oktoberfest, and I will do some research
I know you will.
so that
Maybe I'll send you some heritage information from my family.
yeah, that'd
My
be
mom's
good.
entire side they live in Germany.
And you don't know?
I don't. No, because my family is too cool for Oktoberfest. They're like, ugh, that's a tourist thing.
Oh, well, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I bet that is annoying. It's just like being from Memphis, Tennessee, and they're like, "Oh, have you been to Graceland?" I did not go to Graceland until I was an adult with some friends that came from out of town to visit. That was the first time that I
That
went.
makes sense,
So,
though. I mean, that's like living here. You don't just go to the Space Needle for fun.
yeah. Now
Maybe
we
you do.
would.
I'm not trying to offend you if you do, but
We would back in like college days get like jugs of wine. Like you remember what those Carlos Rossi, like those old school
Yes.
ones, and we would like go and park because like at his birthday and his death date, it is insane. Like people from all around the world, and all these impersonators and all these contests are
Oh.
going on, and so
Some
we would
good
go
people
sit
watching.
outside of Graceland, you know, like because the streets are lined, and it's like people with crying, and I mean it's fully entertaining. So that was
Imagine.
really the only thing that I
like a
would
car
do.
crash kind of.
Yeah, very much so.
That kind of entertainment.
There are some
Kind of
dedicated
look away from.
fans, and I do love Elvis. Do not get me wrong. I just never cared about going to his house. So, what was that about? What was that?
I think you were just thinking about.
Oh, our days. Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously this is in the middle of a school day.
Mm-hmm.
And we are quickly learning.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, you did not know that.
Was it about the Carlos Rossi,
Or that the first time.
or she didn't care about Graceland?
Oh, so you're on here, and I'm going to give my mom a hard time. So I remember when I was really little, my mom took one of her friends to Graceland or something along that line. They went on the plane, his plane as well, and she didn't take me, and I was so pissed off.
Maybe that's why you didn't want to go.
Who? Do you remember that, Mom? She's got it.
She said yes, but I think that was about the Carlos Rossi.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I don't think that was about this recent question. Takes a while.
Anyways, back to what we were saying. We need to make another pivot, which I feel like we're always saying that. But
Maybe
it's
we just-
2020.
Well, and
We're-
maybe we
it's
just don't have to announce the pivot anymore. It just is. Everything changes. Yes, everything
Yeah.
changes. Kids are
Yeah.
back in school. A lot of you guys who are our friends who would like to join us are teaching your children at this moment in time and not here. You're probably going to be watching this at like 12 o'clock at night with
Yeah.
a
Which is
glass
fine.
of wine and maybe some popcorn. That's fine. That's what I do.
That's what she's doing when she's taking all those screenshots that I make fun of her about. She's just sitting there eating her popcorn.
Well, I'm like, oh, there's a good one. Oh, there's a good one. And then later in the morning, I look and I have like 20. I'm like, oh, what is good in here?
I didn't want to go. Maybe I was jealous of her and I didn't want. I just remember being very angry inside. Like,
Oh.
and it was associated with it. That's all I remember, Mom. I just had to give you a
Boy,
card.
she needs to talk about this a little bit more.
I have not even thought about that in years until we were. Anyways, back.
That memory
towards-
came strong, though. I could feel it. That one was like, oh,
Oh, she said it right.
yeah.
Yes.
That was the.
I was a mama's girl. Like, still am. So. Yeah. So tomorrow.
If you want to know, Beth, she talks about seeing you. She's pining to see you. She talks about it all the time. And the other day
True.
I said, could you just go? Could you just get in your car and go?
Well, she said to not take the girls. And I was like, I would not get away with that.
But you could
From
take
the
them.
girls.
They can do their schooling there.
Yes.
Sometimes you need to see your mom.
Yeah.
I know. My mom lives next door.
Yeah. We used to live on the same street.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Kate. Sorry right now.
It's okay.
Okay.
We're all gonna make it.
We
and
are.
Tomorrow is.
Wait, we didn't tell them. We're gonna switch the time of this thing.
Oh, yeah.
This live
I'm
that
gonna,
we do.
I'm gonna just let her talk.
We started, I don't remember what time we used to do it, 2:30. Then we went to 1:30 because it was more convenient for us. If we're honest. And it was summer and we, oh my God.
Yes, she lives next door. Literally.
Yes, I do.
So, that's for a candle workshop. Or shop.
It
What?
almost feels like S
Studio.
lives in Tennessee, even though he lives literally 12 minutes probably from my door.
Uh-huh.
You should probably someday after the pandemic ride your bike over. It's a great
I'll come
ride.
and get you.
No, ride over the bridge. Have you done that before? It's fun.
Yeah, it is. And it's a known
great.
nationally.
But otherwise, one of us will pick
True.
you up. But you should come over for dinner. I'll make dinner. You make the drinks. All the fam will be together. Beth, you're welcome to come too.
Yeah, hop on a plane. Mom.
Everyone
We'll
is
just have a
welcome.
big reunion.
And I will show you the candle studio and point to my parents' house where the candle studio is too. Because my candle studio is in my parents' basement.
Well, it's kind of like a garage. Like
Yeah.
it's a like.
They have
Yes,
like an
there's a
upstairs
basement,
garage.
and then
like-
there's a downstairs.
It's kind of weird. I feel like someone who built the house had some other boat maybe or something.
Or do you
Something that would fit in a little garage that they needed to have. I don't know.
Or do you
whatever.
think at one point there was an entrance from the other street below? Coming up.
It used to be an apple orchard, so I don't think so. The
Oh.
houses in front of us used to be an apple orchard.
So. Okay, so we are changing
We're
our
switching.
time again.
Maybe
just-
we're
because-
still thinking about exactly what time it will be, but it will be later than it is
Yeah.
now.
because the other 2 weekdays, Thursday and Monday, we are here from 5 to 6 for deliveries and pickups.
Hey,
We
Cara.
don't make the deliveries at 5 to 6, but it's around that
Mm-hmm.
time, and the store is open for pickup from 5 to 6. And then on the weekends, it's 12 to 1. We want to keep it simple so that it's not like, what time are they open today?
I think people
But,
can adjust.
So we'll figure out
Yeah.
what Friday evening looks like for everyone. It's just too hard to juggle school and trying to be here.
It's okay, Cara. You missed a lot
We're
of talk
still-
about
yeah.
Armageddon, 9/11, dust, filters, moms,
Yeah.
being homesick,
Elvis,
workshops, book club.
all the things.
Now you're caught up.
Oh, the only thing you did not see was our word of the day that I learned yesterday. It's the people who do not wear masks or refuse to wear masks are called spreadnecks nowadays. Just so you know.
good.
Just keeping you up with terms and slang and all that's going on.
So, Cara, you probably should make an embroidery about that.
A spreadneck. That would be amazing. We're easily entertained, as you can see. We'll just keep drinking our margaritas.
Squirrel brain.
over here. Yeah. So we'll announce what that time is going to look like next Friday.
Janet was on it. Janet was going to tell us.
Yes.
Good job. You guys are on the same wavelength.
Then tomorrow is. I'm gonna let you talk about it.
Make a Difference Day. Something we've never heard of before. But it's happening in Gig Harbor. It's our week this week, we were informed.
Yeah.
It's exciting. So we're giving away a free gift with every purchase. We're going to be open longer than normal. So you might actually be able to come see us. We're going to be open from 11 to 3. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. I did a huge candle restock. So we have pretty much every scent in multiple sizes. And then also
Fall scent. Your new
fall scents are here too. A limited amount of fall scents, but they're here.
We've
What
got.
else is exciting? We have all kinds of stuff. We've got great gifts. We've got fun stuff. We've got self-care items. We've got books if you're bored. We have plants to clean the air.
Yep.
We've got some really cute plants in right now. I was telling her, I try not to get attached because then when we sell them, I get a little pain when we sell them. I sold one yesterday, and it was one that...
She's still talking about it. It was
Well,
like one of the first. She was like, "Oh, I should have just bought it myself."
Well, Paige, this is another. I realize this. I've been telling this to Paige, but I'm going to tell this to you. This week has been fucking with me. Every single thing, not everything, but some weird things have happened to me. So last weekend we came home from our trip, I was sitting on our deck I looked at the table, had these cute candle holders on them and some candles, and I'm like, just sitting there quietly, like, content. I'm like, oh, those are so cute. I love those. The next day, a windstorm came, blew over our table, candles smashed. Smashed to smithereens. Then I was sitting in our living room, and why am I looking at stupid material things and being grateful for them? Whatever. That's where my brain is right now. But I was just like, oh, this rug is so cute. I'm so glad we have it. Like, oh, it just makes me happy. And then the next day, dog, sick, poop everywhere, all over the rug. And not the kind that you can clean out easily, and it's a white rug. Yay. Then what happened? What was the next thing?
You were just telling me. Oh my gosh.
It will come back to me. But yesterday, before I came to work the shift, I was like, if that cute striped plant is still in there, I'm just going to bring it home because I need it. Came in, I'm working happily, I'm almost ready to go. Someone comes in, she bought it.
All joy is being stolen.
Oh my God.
And then somebody else had also asked me, like, oh, how do you choose stuff for the store? Like, source it and all that. And I was like, I just buy shit I like.
We just buy what we want and then hope.
But then we buy it ourselves. So, yeah. We're supporting our own habit.
It's what we're supporting a small local women-owned business. But we get to support other small local women-owned businesses too.
Yeah.
With our own.
Oh, goodness.
It's like double mint twins, 2 times the fun.
If we didn't already have our Halloween outfits picked out, that would have been a good one for us.
Well, we can just chalk that away for next year.
Yeah. That's true. We have lost our mind.
We have really good Halloween costumes. You gotta
be
looking out for those.
Yeah. I'm excited.
And we're just pulling our whole family into the situation. They're all in it.
Oh, goodness.
It might be time to find out at this point.
Well, we have been going for 30 minutes, and and that is all we had, even though it was a lot to talk about today. Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to know?
Oh, yes. It is like both of our families are coordinated.
And happily, even Brian he was
all over it.
He's good. He named his person right away.
And it's not carpet.
I go, these characters are chosen. And he was like, just right away. He was like, this. And I'm, okay. Ooh, better tell Paige right away.
They don't.
No. Ha 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 ha. We have a secret.
And we might not be going as the female gender.
It would be impossible.
Well, I think you could.
If you wanted to wear something very revealing.
Oh.
Candle recommendations to counter the smoke. Any of them really. Breathe is a good one. Outside. The outdoor bug repelling candle, which works great inside. Yeah. It smells really good and clean.
Well, then it's just,
I have vanilla oak going in my house, which is kind of just like, it complements the smoke well. I know. Drink some whiskey.
Yes. And light a vanilla oak.
And put on a flannel and pretend that you're camping.
What is the thing called that you do where you light the wood?
And
like smoke you smoke it's a cocktail thing, the glasses. I guess it's called smoked glasses. I don't know.
Oh, waffle cone.
Yeah,
that's probably good with smoke. It actually is, Cara. I always have it available because I keep some.
Oh yeah, maybe.
So if you need more,
is it not stocked at their store?
My website needs assistance, which
is it at Ice Cream Social?
Oh, it's at Ice Cream Social, yeah. Yes. Unless they sold out. They sell out pretty quick.
Because they have...
Smoking a glass? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, thank you. Those were hard words for me to remember.
Just exactly what you're talking about are the words.
I'm telling you guys, I'm fried this week.
Yes.
School was fine. It's more just... I've gotten up at 5 o'clock almost every morning And it's like, do the work emails and the posting and all of that, and then you roll right into school, and then as soon as school's over, I'm rolling into sessions, and then I'm coming home, and then I'm editing dinner and bed, and it's just like
Could you
on
please
repeat.
I'm sorry. I'm so jealous of how you're not busy. Could you be quiet? It's really bugging me. I'm just
know,
feeling so
I
stressed
know.
out, and now you're bugging me.
I know everybody's going through the same thing, and I just think, how long is this sustainable? Like really?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at us. No, it's not. It's not sustainable. Were you the one that sent me the article about, or did I find it?
I don't know. I send all kinds of.
Well, there was an article talking about how we all did fine in the spring because you're running on like basically adrenaline, but you can only run at that level for so long, and then when you keep going, you just get severely depleted.
That's how I'm feeling this week, and it's been fine. Like we haven't. It's not like the kids are crying. It's not. They've done well in school. It seems to be like running smoothly. It's just that there's never a stop.
No, there's not a stop.
And then your weekend, you feel like you're filling with more like errand types, like you know, the grocery shopping, and like there's, I don't know. It's just.
I just remember my life, and this is not a I want to change it back situation. I do remember my life when it was just, I went to work, the kids went to school, I didn't have other businesses, and I worked part-time, and it just was a lot simpler, and I didn't at all appreciate that, and I wouldn't go back because I'm really happy with what I do, but it's just a lot of different things to do.
And then like I completely forgot an email last week, like just about you.
Just gonna go ahead and tell you that it's okay. It's okay. Nothing here is life and death. It's like always what I say about candles. It's just candles. Unless you burn your house down, please don't do that. There's nothing to stress about with candles.
Oh, yeah. That is true. That is a major plus.
Oh, yeah.
We
haven't been sick since March.
That just goes to tell you, people are gross. Our kids are gross.
I mean, I haven't been sick.
I feel like if the schools put in as much effort that week before we were thrown into quarantine with the hand washing, I think it would be way different than what we see. They just, I mean, of course they're telling the kids to, but like they were like supervising the hand washing. And at that age, when you're like 5 and 6 years old,
someone has to watch you do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is what Max does. Don't tell him I know this. Turns on the water. And then I hear it running.
Some splashing.
And then he takes the soap and just puts a tiny dot on it and he goes like this. I saw him do it the other day. And then I'll be like, I don't think you washed your hands. Because I haven't heard the splashing. I just heard the water. And he's like, I did. Smell my hands. He does that all the time. And I caught him doing it the other day. And he goes, you're only cheating yourself, buddy.
That takes more effort.
Yes, it takes more effort.
I mean, it's smart.
I was so mad. I was livid. Livid. I was like so red hot inside. I couldn't even.
If you guys have been around Max, you would know it was.
But then he said something adorable, and I was like, "Don't! I know what you're doing. Just get out of my sight right now, and wash your fucking hands."
And then I'm going to transition it as she's cussing into his first communion the other day. And I of course, because of quarantine, like everything looks and feels a lot different. And so I came to photograph, and he is such a little charmer. So you didn't see this because everybody's backs, they're all spread out in this little room. And he knows that Kate came to let me in the door so that, you know, I could come in and take the photos at the very end, and then we all went outside. And he turns around and he's like,
I just took a huge swallow.
I was
Cara, if you make it, I will buy it and I will hang it up. The unfortunate thing is Max can read now.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Oh, so I have the shit show earrings that we have in stock on, and Ruby looked at me today because I was helping her with her map testing, and she was like, Mom, Mom, what is on your earrings? And I was like, she was like, it's poop. It's poop. I was like, it says more than that. But yeah, they can read now.
Well, that's like how Paige made us these bracelets that say badass mom on it. And Jen's daughter thought it said badness mom. And we were like,
Yeah,
that's a good interpretation of that. Yes, Cara, I will hang it on my homeschool wall, just right next to the sign that says, Darlin, do no harm, but take no shit. I have a lot of swearing happening in my house. And I also wear the shit show earrings, not today. These are slender and stone. But I also wear those. Kids.
Yeah. Okay.
They're just learning a lot these days, and some of it is unintended, but you gotta grow up sometime.
Yeah, I was even thinking about, Christopher was like, you pretty much had street smarts
Right,
at
and our kids
Violet's
don't.
age. I mean,
Not like we did. And I bet you had them more than I
yeah.
did.
No, I mean, it's just, I don't know. We grew up in a different generation. Things are just different, and sometimes I do look over and think, you better toughen up, because it's not real life. So, yeah. On that note, we're going to let you guys go and enjoy this smoky weekend.
You know, I would say
Stay inside.
Get out there and enjoy this warm weather, but you better stay in your house this weekend. And if I hear about you going out, I'm going to be mad at you. So you stay in that house. It is unhealthy to go outside
Or
right now.
run or do
not
any
run.
kind of exercise.
Don't run. No.
This is your free weekend to make a cocktail and sit back and do
I'm
nothing.
kind of mad and I'm kind of not, because I'm coming up on my 100th Peloton run. I'm at 99 right now, and I was planning to do my 100th tomorrow, but I won't be doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of mad, but then part of me is like, okay, next week's a new week.
Yeah.
Just wait till then. Do not work out. Stay inside.
Sorry, I was reading a
Permission from
comment,
us.
and I'll have to ask her about that. So she said that's right to something. I'm assuming it's a different generation or time. Whatever. So, okay. Love you guys. Have a great one.
I love you.